Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome each and every one of you to a new League of Legends video. Though today we have a very interesting video, something completely just crazy. So either this is going to be or this whole thing I'll talk about is one of the best fan-made like fake leak thingies like pretty much in gaming history, honestly, or Riot is probably just completely going above and beyond in terms of like teasing and leaking and just all that kind of stuff for the next champion. So let me give you a quick rundown of what's happening. So you guys remember the post I made, or not? Oh, I made a video rather of a post that was made by it was this girl streamer who made like the massive leak post where she just leaked everything, right? So far, everything she's leaked has been correct, like the cinematic with Diana and like, you know, the forbidden relationship, which was a cinematic release not too long ago, actually, for Legends of Runeterra. So far, everything she said has been correct. The next champion, of course, being what's her face? I forgot her name. Sorry, completely. But the gunslinger chick, supposed to be a chick, I think. And she also talked about Seraphine. Seraphine's supposed to be the champion after that. It's supposed to be some kind of mage or something like that that's going to be released after that, right? Well, apparently there is a Twitter account called Seraphine, literally the name of the champion that Riot is supposed to be releasing, right? And the whole Twitter account is essentially, it's supposed to be like a music-ish champion as well. The whole Twitter account is full of just like art like this, like really ridiculously high detailed art, like crazy art. So that's pretty cool. So apparently there's a Reddit post here that's me talking about how this seems to be almost like an early leak / teaser account and everything made by Riot. So we're gonna go through this post together, guys. If you enjoy, of course, don't forget to hit that like button. This is some next level stuff though, like seriously, this is ridiculous. So this Twitter account, by the way, was made in, as he said here, June 2020. So if we scroll all the way down, I actually did see the first post. I know exactly what it looks like, but as long as we go to the very bottom, there's a decent amount of posts. But the first post right here, boom, June 26th, pretty much just barely in July, was the very first post made by this account called Seraphine, right? Which, of course, it looks like it's taking actual background pictures of like scenery, maybe in LA or something like that. I don't know exactly where. And they draw this like character over it. In this case, of course, being Seraphine, which is this girl right here, which is pretty cool, right? It looks incredibly well made, incredibly high detailed. And it's saying how it's for a character named Seraphine, which is, you know, all this, but who's into music. From Streamy's leaks, we know that Seraphine, Streamy's is the girl that leaked that full page, you know, about a month ago that I made a video on, is a sensational mid lane musical mage, is what she said. And I certainly can imagine this, blah, blah, blah. So they're making like a persona similar to like KDA or the most recent one that was made as well. I'm like hard blanking out on the names right now. True Damage, that's the one, sorry. True Damage, and it seems like she's going to be either part of her own, maybe solo artist, maybe she'll be part of one of, you know, KDA or True Damage or something else entirely after that, I don't know. But, I mean, she literally has a song made. Like, this, I will play it after, we'll listen to it together briefly. There's literally a song on SoundCloud that is made for, you know, for like, it's like a Seraphine's music, if you will, which is cool. So the first thing he talks about is the posts. So these are some of the pictures on the left that are on the Twitter account, right? You can see they're extremely high detail, like really well made, and it matches, honestly. I don't know what this is from. I think this is from concept art for Seraphine, actually. Apparently, I think this looks like concept art for Seraphine, which, I mean, matches her aesthetic already, number one. Second of all, you also have, of course, like the artwork made from like KDA, and this is the Odyssey artwork, which, you know, pretty much equal quality, like both, all of them really high quality. So that obviously, you know, isn't enough to say this is, of course, 100% Riot Games, but man, it's looking pretty good so far, right? Moving along, he also talks about how she already posted music and decent quality music. It's a cover, but it's a goddamn good cover. And despite her art being amazing from the get-go, she doesn't mention being an artist anywhere in her bio, just an aspiring musician, which you can see if you go all the way back to the top. Let's just refresh it so we go back to the top. An aspiring songwriter plus producer, right? Nothing to do with art. Obviously, this isn't a real person. Obviously, it's artwork. Some users have said that the music sounds are quite studio / Riot quality and not as indie as her bio says. Furthermore, though I admit very much confirmation bias based, her Instagram features this post. So this is the post that's made on Instagram where she's, you know, it's also on her Twitter, one of her earlier posts, which says hello, and then it says, I think, I'm assuming ni hao. Ni hao is hello in Chinese, I think, right? Ni hao, it's ni hao, right? But either way, this says hello in Chinese. Now, the reason this is interesting is because it seems like, at least based on schedules, right, we're supposed to be getting the next champion, the gunslinger chick, like pretty soon, I think. At least everything's seemingly, you know, according to schedule, from what I can guess. It seems like Seraphine should be the champion coming out after that, and it should be really pretty much in Worlds. Like Worlds is being held in China, right? If you look over here, I already have the pages pulled up for you guys. In China is where Worlds 2020 is being held. It starts in September of 25th and goes until October of 31st. So it seems like sometime in this time frame is the perfect time, assuming the next champion gets released like early to mid-September. Perfect time for Seraphine in this time frame to get released, teased, etc. Which is why she has a post here of her with a post that says, or a thing like a billboard or whatever the hell. It says hello, and then also says in Chinese, because if she's going to be debuting and being teased and whatever in China, makes sense to have it also written in Chinese, right? It just makes sense. So let's quickly listen to her thing. I already listened to it once. It's actually really good. It's really good, actually. It's a cover, apparently, which there's more to it. I'll get into it later. We'll listen to it a little bit, like a minute of it, and then we'll stop. I'll link it below if you guys want to check it out or something. Right? Like, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty damn good, I have to say. Pretty good. Anyways, so that's literally a song from Seraphine. This is like her in her baby form. This is like her album cover, I guess, and everything, right? It's pretty well made. Right, that's another thing that's a little suspicious. Look at this again. This is fan made, and a fan is literally drawing all these, and a fan is literally creating this music just to fake this leak and whatever. Then, it's just ridiculous, or it's just the biggest coincidence on planet Earth. Anyways, moving along. So this is the part where he talks about the Chinese thingy with the Chinese text, or saying hello, being Worlds in China, etc., which I just talked about. On her Twitter, she also replies to someone saying that, yeah, I like League. Dude, someone is just sitting at Riot Games just being the biggest troll, and I'm writing all these replies. Like, probably someone's just managing the account, or maybe a team is managing the accounts. Next up, you have a picture of her chilling with a cat, which... this picture just looks amazing. And also in the background, you actually see Tibbers. I mean, you already know these pictures are... Things are put specifically for a reason. This is not just, a literal someone taking a selfie and just happens to be a Tibbers. Things are being put in specific places for a reason. In this case, we have Tibbers, which is literally the Tibbers from the shop that you can get at Riot Games merch. Why is that there? Suspicious, isn't it? Weird. Wow, what a coincidence that is, huh? Weird. Right, either way, there's a Tibbers that you can get from literally Riot merch. Well, that's interesting. Someone else commented that it's possible that this is her IRL persona, like how TD... True Damage is set in the real world. Like, I mean, Riot has also posted True Damage artwork, right, where it just kind of shows them as like real people, if you will. Like, they were like on the airplane on their way to the concert, and they're all just like sitting there kind of doing their own thing. Like, they like to do this with these musical personas, if you will, or whatever, where they like to show them as like real people, if you will, right, which is cool. Like, so in this case, these kind of pictures and whatnot they do, which I think is actually a really cool idea. It's really smart. And the default champ is from Mount Targon due to the starry image within her post. He also mentions how her diary pages, as well as some of her other posts in general, can be seen to reference her potential lore, one that notably is captioned, I usually have to wait a year before I like a photo of myself. In the moment, it's hard to appreciate where I'm at, but now that I've grown, I miss her. He was also one of the earliest people to find her Twitter account, though his post got automatically marked by bot, unfortunately. Someone also mentioned that her cat's name is Bao. Bao, if you're not aware, is essentially like a Chinese dumpling, if you will. It's like a big Chinese dumpling, which, by the way, I love baos. Baos are so good. Because my girlfriend is Chinese, and her mom makes us baos, like homemade, delicious. Anyways, which further lends further credit to a potential appeal to the Chinese market during Worlds 2020 in Shanghai, which makes sense. Someone else also pointed out that her Instagram, she actually claims to be the character in the images instead of simply claiming it's a persona, which is this one right here. Beautiful artwork. This is an artwork or art, sir. This is me, right? Someone's definitely just playing these along really well. Someone also commented that the song, which is the one we just listened to over here, Childhood Dreams, Seraphine covers Childhood Dreams by Airy, is actually licensed to Universal, the company that Riot announced a partnership with recently for Worlds. further lending credit to this theory. Now, again, either these are just literally the biggest coincidences in planet Earth, or this is just one of the probably the smartest marketing ploys and strats that a gaming company has ever done to essentially tease and leak and whatnot a new champion or an upcoming champion or upcoming release. Because if this is true, which it really just generally seems like it is, I have to give kudos to whoever thought of this idea. This is genius. Like, seriously, it's genius. Although people have also commented that she follows numerous Chinese accounts on Instagram and Twitter, continuing the theme of Worlds being held in China this year, where Seraphine will likely be unveiled. And there's a post on her Twitter about her moving to LA, where Riot's HQ of course is, and this could just be a fun reference to her recording at Riot's HQ for the Worlds 2020 song, or or whatever. There have also been YouTube channels and Facebook pages popping up under the same username. As of right now, the only accounts that I found that are official are the Instagram and Twitter, which is of course this one, which is this one here that we're at right now. The Facebook and YouTube accounts were made within the last day, while Instagram and Twitter were made in June. So it seems like a lot of ones being fan-made. Now people are trying to kind of, get on the hype train for this and trying to make fake stuff as well. But both of these were made in June, late June. So it just seems like, who knows? Maybe those other ones being made for YouTube and stuff are real, maybe not. Hard to say for sure. Again, this is really conspicuous. It's really difficult to pinpoint it correctly. But on top of that, there's also some kind of leaked music for Worlds apparently on the Chinese server. Possible World song, people are saying. Mysterious song. Oh, this actually stops. Alright, so there's that as well. So I don't know, guys. This is just like something else entirely. It's crazy. Oh, by the way, I just realized I had the thing, my camera covering the dates. My bad. I'm sorry. I had the dates right here for the Worlds. My bad. My mistake. Sorry, guys. But yeah, from late September to pretty much end of August or October. That's it for this video. There you guys have it. Let me know what you think about it. This is just something else entirely. This is one of the most crazy leaks, trailers, teasers, whatever. I don't even know what to call it at this point, honestly. But I genuinely hope this is true. I hope it's not just the biggest coincidence ever. And if it is true, which I mean at this point I'm 95% sure it is, kudos to Riot Games for this. This is genius. Actually, really smart, really cool stuff. Either way, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about it down below. I'll see you for the next one. Peace, peace, peace.